Alright, everyone, welcome to today's recap. I hope you all are doing well and staying blessed. If you guys are new here, my name is Jeremiah and I'm a small cap day trader. Today is day 12 of the day 13 of the one trade a day challenge, and I am sitting here in the green 9 cents. So, pretty much a break even day. That equates to 2 cents a share on 5 shares. I traded one stock, which was RAME. I have traded this one before, I believe. It has a 2.6 million share float. It had news. I don't know how good the news was, but here, I'll check. So it had news here at 9:15. It says pilot program to bring one of the world's most iconic FMCG brands onto Semicab's collaborative AI platform aims to cut transportation costs and reduce empty miles for iconic beverage brand. And then the title of that was Semicab awarded pilot with Coca-Cola India. I mean, that sounds pretty good. We're in a slower market, so it doesn't really hold a lot of value, but it was moving sort of. I mean, this is 22 cents in this candle. Not terrible. Still, this is not a quality. I mean, it was a grinder and really thick on the level 2. There was a bunch of sellers. You guys will see in a second here. But not a quality by any means. And I think I jumped in here on. I don't even know what setup this was here. I was just buying at the high. And this was me trading just to be green, realistically, after the or 3 red day streak I had. And you guys can see, look at the level 2 here. The ask starts to stack. I was lucky to get out there green. That was supposed to be a quick scalp at the high of day. I don't know what my entry was there, to be quite honest. And I think trading with this small of share size has led me to improvise and take lower quality setups because the money doesn't really matter as much in any case. It's just the being red or green that gets to me or has any effect on me. But yeah, hopefully I'm not hopefully, I will get rid of that mindset, and when I size up, I don't think this is gonna carry over, but I'm gonna get rid of this habit now because I need to learn how to just trade in this type of market. So I jump back in here for first candle to make a new high on the 1 minute. Once again, jumping in very high. You can see the level 2 is super stacked. I think my first entry, and maybe this entry as well, was me seeing the level 2 start to thin out, or the ask start to thin out. So I was in the green there for a second, but pretty quickly got smacked down. And then I get filled there for 1 cent of profit. So not a great trade. You guys can see this ask is just continuing to stack again and again, once again. And again, they're at 44. So it didn't really feel like a 2.6 million share float. We had this daily level here drawn out, and just a whole bunch of sellers there. So I took my third trade here. This one I actually ended up going red on. I bought for the anticipation for the first candle to make a new high, but we had a lot of sellers around 40, and this trade did not end up working in my favor. And you could just see it struggling to move there. Try to get out break even. I don't even get filled. And that's because there's so many other people trying to sell at that price as well. It just wasn't happening. And that gave back all of my profit. But I did end up taking one last trade here off the VWAP. I got a really generous fill there, albeit. Um, but just jumped in there uh, for a 13-cent winner, and I made 9 cents, and that was the grand P&L for the day. So about 2 cents a share, essentially a break-even day. This could have been a no trade day. This was not a stock I should have been trading. This was super thickly traded, and really just wasn't. You guys will see. It actually does a jackknife here, and I was like looking at the level 2. I was like, yeah, this is just way too many sellers, and I was like, that's not even surprising. Um, but that's it for today's recap. I hope you all enjoyed. Um, just another lesson to be learned. I really just should have been a little more patient and okay with not taking a trade. I know coming off of 3 red days in a row, just my instinct is to want to be green or just start a positive feedback loop. But I think the best thing that I could have done is just held my discipline and not traded. In any case, I'm happy with not being red. So with that, I will see you all in my next stream or recap. Peace.